We have some truly shocking news about the Snapdragon X Elite that's taking the tech world by storm. If you've ever doubted ARM-based Windows laptops, this video might just change your mind. Alright, let's rewind a bit. For years, ARM-based Windows laptops have been, well, underwhelming. We've seen attempts from various manufacturers, but none really hit the mark. Qualcomm has been in this game for a while, but their previous chips left much to be desired. Poor performance, terrible emulation of x86 apps, and just an overall lack of polish. But now, Qualcomm has come back with a vengeance with their new Snapdragon X Elite, and this is a game changer. So why the skepticism? Historically, ARM processors in Windows laptops struggle to provide a seamless experience. They lag behind their x86 counterparts in performance and compatibility. Take, for instance, the SQ3 chip in Microsoft Surface Pro. It was supposed to be a step forward, but ended up being a step back for many users. Emulating x86 apps was a nightmare, with performance that was just unacceptable for serious work. I remember trying to run Adobe Premiere on the Surface Pro with the SQ3 chip, and it was just painful. The lag, the stutter, it was a deal breaker, and I know I wasn't alone in this. Many reviewers and tech enthusiasts, myself included, stopped caring about ARM-based Windows laptops because it felt like we were just wasting our time. Fast forward to Qualcomm's big announcement, the Snapdragon X Elite. The hype was real. On paper, the specs looked amazing, but there was a nagging doubt. Would this be just another disappointment, or would Qualcomm finally deliver a breakthrough? Spoiler alert, they delivered, and not just by a small margin. The Snapdragon X Elite has completely turned the tables. Today I'm going to share why this chip is so revolutionary and how it's set to change the future of Windows laptops. Let's talk performance. In synthetic benchmarks, the Snapdragon X Elite is on par with the top-tier laptops on the market. It sits comfortably between what the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro can put out. That's right, ARM-based Windows laptops are finally playing in the big leagues. But it's not just about benchmarks. Real-world performance is where the Snapdragon X Elite truly shines. For native ARM apps, the performance is smooth and consistent. No lag, no stutter, just seamless operation. Apps like Photoshop, which Adobe has optimized for ARM, run beautifully. Here's where things get really exciting. Emulation. Emulating x86 apps on ARM has always been tricky. It's one of the biggest pain points for users, but the Snapdragon X Elite changes the game. Yes, there is a performance hit when running x86 apps, but it's nowhere near as severe as before. In fact, it's surprisingly good. I tested several x86 apps, including heavyweights like Adobe Premiere, and I was blown away. The performance is totally usable. It's not perfect, but it's a massive improvement. This means you can run your favorite apps without having to wait for developers to release ARM-optimized versions. Graphics performance is another area where the Snapdragon X Elite excels. The onboard GPU is decent, and in benchmarks it holds its own. Running games was an eye-opener. While these devices aren't meant for hardcore gaming, casual and even some mid-tier games run smoothly. I tested a few games and found the frame rates to be respectable. Sure, there's the occasional stutter, and some games upscale automatically, leading to a bit of blurriness. But for casual gaming, it's perfectly fine. And remember, this is an ARM-based chip we're talking about. The fact that it can handle these tasks so well is a testament to Qualcomm's engineering. Thermal performance and noise levels are critical for good user experience. The VivoBook S15 with the Snapdragon X Elite runs incredibly quiet. Under light use, the fans are practically inaudible. Even when pushing the device with heavier tasks, the noise levels are minimal. This is a big deal for anyone who's been frustrated with noisy laptops. I know I've been there, working in a quiet environment and suddenly your laptop sounds like it's about to take off. With the Snapdragon X Elite, those days are behind us. Battery life is another area where the Snapdragon X Elite shines. In typical use, it outperforms Intel and AMD chips, rivaling even Apple's MacBooks. I used the VivoBook S15 throughout a busy workday, and it just kept going. It's refreshing to have a laptop that doesn't need to be plugged in constantly. And get this, sleep mode is finally done right. On many Windows laptops, sleep mode drains the battery significantly. But with the Snapdragon X Elite, I saw only a 1 to 2% drain overnight. And that's how it should be. It's these little things that add up to a great user experience. Now let's talk about the display and build quality. The VivoBook S15 features a stunning 120Hz OLED display, It's vibrant, color accurate, and perfect for both work and entertainment. Plus, it comes with a physical webcam shutter for privacy, a nice touch. The port selection is excellent. You'll get 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, HDMI, and a micro SD slot. It's rare to see such a comprehensive selection, especially at this price point. Speaking of price, the VivoBook S15 is a steal at $1,299. You're getting top-tier performance, a fantastic display, and great battery life, all for less than many other high-end laptops. The keyboard is another highlight. It's comfortable to type on with a narrow number pad on the right. However, there's a small gripe: the backlighting. In certain lighting conditions, the legends on the keys can be hard to read. It's a minor issue, but one that Asus should address in future models. So what does this mean for the future of ARM-based Windows laptops? The Snapdragon X Elite is a clear indicator that ARM is ready to compete seriously in the laptop market. The performance, the battery life, and the overall user experience are finally at a level where they can rival x86-based machines. With Microsoft and other hardware partners fully backing this new ecosystem, we can expect more developers to optimize their laptops for ARM. This is crucial for the continued success and adoption of ARM-based laptops. The Snapdragon X Elite is just the beginning, and it's setting a high bar for what's to come. So what does this all mean for the future of ARM-based Windows laptops and the broader tech landscape? The Snapdragon X Elite has redefined our expectations, proving that ARM chips can not only compete, but also surpass traditional x86 processors in several key areas. With its impressive performance, outstanding battery life, and competitive pricing, the Snapdragon X Elite is setting a new standard. This isn't just about one chip or one device. The success of the Snapdragon X Elite signals a shift in the industry. For years, we've relied on x86 architecture for our computing needs, but Qualcomm has showed us that ARM has the potential to reshape how we think about laptops and portable computing. The implications are significant. First, it means more competition, which is always good for consumers. As ARM-based devices continue to improve, we can expect more innovation and better products at lower prices. Secondly, it opens the door for a broader range of devices, from ultra-portable laptops to powerful workstations, all benefiting from ARM's efficiency and performance. But there are still questions to be answered. How quickly will developers adopt ARM and optimize their applications for this new architecture? Will other manufacturers follow Asus's lead and produce similarly compelling devices? And most importantly, how will Intel and AMD respond to this new challenge? These are exciting times in the world of technology. The Snapdragon X Elite is more than just a chip. It's a catalyst for change. It's pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible with ARM and challenging the status quo. As consumers, we stand to gain the most from this competition and innovation. So what do you think? Are you ready to embrace a future of ARM-based laptops? Have you had any experiences with ARM devices that surprised you? And what features are you most excited about in the Snapdragon X Elite? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates.